Podcast script episode 1, Shifting Seasons in Agriculture. Let's set the record straight. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast, a space dedicated to uncovering the truths and practicalities of agriculture in a rapidly changing world. I'm your host, Vinesh, an agronomist with a passion for sustainable farming and empowering growers with real, actionable insights. Today, we're diving into a topic that's become a pressing challenge for farmers everywhere: shifting seasons. We'll explore how these changes are reshaping agriculture and why sensationalized buzzwords often add confusion instead of clarity. But don't worry, we're here to cut through the noise and give you practical solutions you can use in your fields. Let's start by acknowledging the obvious. Seasons aren't what they used to be. Unpredictable weather patterns, whether it's extended dry spells, sudden downpours, or temperature spikes, are challenging the traditional schedules we've relied on for generations. If you've ever found yourself wondering, when is the right time to plant? Or, why isn't this rain helping my crops? You're not alone. And then there's the added layer of confusion. Terms like polar vortex, rain bombs, and climate apocalypse seem to grab headlines more than they provide clarity. Sure, they're dramatic, but they don't always help us make sense of what's happening, let alone how to respond. Here's where we come in. This podcast is about more than identifying problems. It's about offering solutions. Together, we'll explore why these changes are happening, how they impact our fields, and what we can do to adapt. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What challenges have you faced with shifting seasons? Have you noticed trends or patterns on your farm that seem new or unusual? Feel free to share your experiences with me. You can send in your thoughts through our website or social media. I'll highlight some of your responses in upcoming episodes so we can learn from each other. For instance, did you know that by tweaking your planting schedule or introducing cover crops, you can significantly buffer your farm against unpredictable weather? Or that understanding the microclimates on your property can help reduce heat stress on your crops? These are the kinds of insights we'll unpack in every episode. We'll explore regenerative farming, climate-smart techniques, and strategies to not only sustain agriculture, but help it thrive in these uncertain times. In future episodes, we'll also debunk myths and misconceptions that surround modern agriculture. From exaggerated claims to half-truths, we'll separate fact from fiction, so you're equipped with the knowledge to make informed decisions. And while we're at it, let me ask you another question. What's the most confusing or exaggerated term you've come across in agricultural discussions lately? Share it with us, and I'll break it down in a future episode. Let's make this an interactive space where your questions and challenges shape the conversation. So, whether you're a seasoned farmer, a curious gardener, or just someone passionate about sustainable food systems, this podcast is for you. Together, we'll navigate the shifting seasons and work toward solutions that empower agriculture to thrive, not just for today, but for generations to come.